Okay, today we're going to be making these fun and really different. I bet none of you have ever drawn this before. Um, Beach chickens, a chicken on the beach. Who would have thought about it? Okay, they're going to be really wearing cute little swim trunks and sunglasses, and then we're going to draw the beach behind them. They're going to be super cute. Okay, so you're going to start with this. This is the chicken's head, right? And then these are for the sunglasses. And I'm also going to show you how you might be able to turn them into like a snorkel if you want to. Okay, so in pencil, we're going to draw first of all the top of the chicken, or mine's really more rooster-like. So the top of my rooster's kind of head, but chickens have some of these too. And you're just going to do it like this. This one, I have a really big one coming off like this. This one, I have a smaller one, and it's kind of funky shaped, and that's okay. Okay, however you draw it is fine. Then we're gonna come down here and we're gonna do the beak. So our sunglasses sit on our nose, and chickens, their beak is their nose and their mouth. So their sunglasses would sit on their beak, okay? And then below that is the gobbler. If you just want it to be a funky chicken without this little thing, then you can have it be that. Okay, on this one, I have smaller bumps. On this one, I have bigger bumps. Okay. Now these, I made sunglasses, and sunglasses are easy. Just when you get your Sharpie, you kind of fill them in, okay? So if you want them to be sunglasses, you'll draw just like a little rectangle like this for the highlight, and then you'll just fill them in as sunglasses. You could also, I thought of this after I did it, turn them into like a snorkel, right? So then it would be like, these are the snorkel outline, like this. You might even see the chicken's eyeballs on the inside, right? Okay. And then you would have this kind of thing. So maybe he's not just on the beach, maybe he's getting ready to go snorkeling. Okay. So you could do something like that if you want to, but you don't have to. So I'll leave this one this way, just in case. But so you have one with sunglasses and one with a snorkel. You decide. All right, we're gonna draw our swim trunks before we draw our little armies, okay? Our little wings. So the swim trunks, you're just gonna draw 2 lines down like this, and then like a V right here in the middle. And then you're just gonna connect them. What makes it even funnier is that the swim trunks, because they have little tiny skinny legs, right? So the swim trunks have to be really big to fit their body. So it kind of makes it even sillier. And you can make them longer or shorter, okay? And then his little chicken feet stick out. Just 2 lines and his little feet. However you draw them is fine, okay? And then I drew a pattern on mine. You don't have to do that. In the original one that I saw, I drew a little tie right here. In the original one that I saw, they had stripes, but you can make them like Hawaiian flowers or little hearts on them or whatever you want. And on this one, he doesn't really have like a belly. Chickens don't really have different colored bellies necessarily, but if you wanted to, you could give this one a belly. All right. Okay. So now we need to do his little wings. And chickens just have kind of like these feathery wings like this, right? They don't really have arms or hands. On this one, they're just kind of rounded. And on this one, I drew something like this. So you're just gonna come out and do like, you can do it however you want to, but you could do like little bumps like this, or you could do like kind of feathery shapes like that. It's up to you. Okay. All right, now we'll work on our backgrounds, and in our background we've got, this is called the horizon line. That's where the sky and the ground, or in this case the sky and the ocean meet, okay? And then this is the beach line where the ocean meets the beach. And we could have even done another little line right here, because you know how when the waves are coming up you get this kind of white stuff, so that could have been the white area, okay? So back here I'm gonna do a straight line right there, as straight as I can get it. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight. It can be rounded or wavy, it's fine. right up here. And you could do it where his little feet are in the ocean and we don't see his feet anymore too. So on this one, I brought the ocean line across right here, like his feet, like he's standing in the sand. But let me show you how to do it if you want the ocean to cover his feet. So you would bring it kind of up like this, okay? And then we'd have to use our eraser because we've already drawn our feet. And we'd have to erase his little feetsies, and that's okay. It's okay, okay? And then you would do like a little line like this. And maybe some more lines like this to show the texture of the water in the ocean. And like his little feet, you can still kind of see him like you would be able to under real water, okay? And then I might draw like another little line right here for the white. And then this would all be beach right here, right? You don't have to do this. If this is blue and this is beach, we'll get it, okay? If you want the line behind him, like he's standing in the sand, you can do that too, okay? And then the rest of it is just details for the sand and the sky, okay? You can make cute details, you can make silly details, you could draw like beach balls. There's not much you could do because this is kind of a small area, but I could even do like a cute little crab or like some seashells. This crab is like, what is up with this chicken? There's like a cute little crab. Maybe you could draw a little line in the sand where there's like a shovel in it, right? You know how kids use, when you go to the beach, you get to use like the shovel. And then maybe there's like a bucket over here. Okay, so it's just details that you think would be good for the beach. All right, and then details that you think would be good for the sky. If you want it to be like a sunset, you could draw the sun down here at the bottom. You can put clouds, you can put all kinds of things, okay? And this one, I put the sun up here. All right, or maybe you don't want a sun. Maybe I'm just gonna do some clouds. No sun, it's just gonna be a blue sky and some birds. Birds, we can do like a flying bird. You could do with the letter M if it's far away. Okay, all right, so there is my project. And what you're gonna do now is you're gonna trace everything in Sharpie. So we drew it in pencil and now we're gonna trace it all in Sharpie, and then we're gonna paint it. So hey guys, while we've got our Sharpies and we're getting ready to trace in Sharpie too, you can either write your name down in the corner in Sharpie, or you can put it in the back in pencil. You just put your first name. I'm just writing Elkin because I'm Miss Elkin, okay? So either write your name at the bottom in Sharpie while you're outlining, or write it on the back in pencil. Those are your two options. Okay, so for the sake of time, rather than tracing my design, because I'm trying to get these videos done in one day, I'm just gonna paint this guy, and I'm just gonna give you a few pointers, okay? So pointer number one, you kind of want to start at the top and work your way down, so that way if I paint my chicken, and I'm not trying to reach up here and do this, okay? But if you do happen to paint your chicken first, you can always just flip your paper upside down and do that, okay? And we're just using watercolors for this, all right? Now, another pointer is we don't want the sky to be the exact same color as the ocean. So let me show you that. I'm gonna get my paintbrush wet. This is watercolor paper and we're using watercolors. And this blue right here, it's almost empty, but it still has blue in there, plenty of blue, okay? So let's say I'm gonna use that blue for my sky. I'm just gonna do this section and then this section of ocean over here. Okay, so then let's say I go to do the ocean and I'm like, oh, the ocean is the same color as the sky. That's not very helpful and it doesn't look very good, okay? And you can blend other colors with it. We have this really pretty turquoise and you can come in and do some of that. And sometimes oceans have a little bit of green in them, so there's even like a dark tealy green. You can come through and do some of that. Or you can even use some of this like light green and just do some lines like this. And you see how now the ocean does not look exactly like the sky. So we want the ocean and the sky to be different shades of blue, okay? Your chicken can be whatever color you want it to be. I think in the original one I saw it was white, but chickens can be lots of colors. They can be oranges, they can be browns. You do what you want to. If you want, maybe you want a chicken that's white and he's got some little red areas, like his head is red, his head feathers, what are these called? That's red. And then this is red. And when I'm doing this, I'm just using the tippy point, like the point of my paintbrush, because it's small details, right? Or you might even have a smaller paintbrush that you might want to use for small details. Small paintbrushes for small details, big paintbrushes for big details, okay? Paint his beak like orange or yellow or something. But then you could also make your chicken a color, okay? Like maybe my chicken's gonna have some yellow. He's not gonna be totally yellow. He's just gonna have some yellow. All right, just a couple more pointers. Here's one pointer. When you do the shorts, if you have something with a lot of little patterns on it, one thing you can do is, let's say I want a shorts to be purple with red polka dots, okay? What I can do is I can paint the shorts purple and keep it really light. I'm just gonna do half the shorts. Nice and light, not a ton of water, just enough water to keep it light and airy. Okay, and then you're gonna let that dry for a minute, just for a minute. I'm not gonna let mine dry just so I can show you, but, and then I'm gonna take a smaller paintbrush. The reason you let it dry is because you get this bleeding there. But if you'd let it dry for a couple of minutes and then come back into this, you see how you can have purple shorts with red polka dots, okay? And then I would paint his little feet, whatever color you paint his beak. And then the last thing I want to show you is a good way to make sand. We're going to use orange and brown for our sand. So I'm going to do some orange. You could do yellow and brown too. And remember, if you had this little area right here that's supposed to be white, you can just leave it white. But I didn't originally, so I'm not going to do that. This might even be too much orange, but that's okay. So either orange and brown or yellow and brown. So there's my orange, and then I'm gonna come back with some brown. While it's wet, I'm gonna do this dabbing. And it's gonna create different effects, like different values. And then it's also gonna create kind of the texture of the sand. Okay, so orange and brown, or you could use yellow and brown. Okay, so you're just gonna paint it. And remember, our tips are blend colors in your ocean to make your ocean a different color than your sky if you need to. We're gonna blend orange or yellow and brown to make the sand color. And then the rest of it is just kind of what you want it to be, okay? I can't wait to see these. They're gonna look so awesome.